We came so far from dreams. The path was hard for me. They thought we fall, you see. Well, look at us now, look at us now. We make it hot when we on the scene. Yeah, that's 1,000 degrees. I got a grind for me and my team. Yeah, you know we gon' eat. You see the crowds when we come around. You know that I roll with some kings. We sit it down, I don't hear a sound, but I ask you who better than we. Tell me who better than we. We soaring to places you never could reach. When we walk in that spot, don't hear none of you speak. Shh, do you want peace or the peace? A king about to put you to sleep. Listen, my team is elite. You not even qualified to compete. He starving, he barely can eat. I guess that's why he always itching for beef. So I put him on ice and I told him to chill. Close your mouth if you can't pay for the meal. Making statements that you know you don't mean. Nice guy trying to act like he mean. Keep it a buck, keep it a bean. Attitudes will put you dudes in the beam. Isekai, he don't live in reality. Shake back, all become a fatality. Yeah, how you gon' hate when you mirror us? He think he a star, he ain't serious. X him out, we not on the same frequency. If you broke, you ain't hearing us. Work the screw, anime, that's how I feel, period. We winning, that's making them furious. We make it high when we on the scene, yeah, that's 1,000 degrees. I got a grind for me and my team, yeah, you know we gon' eat. You see the crowds when we come around, you know that I roll with some kings. We sit it down, I don't hear a sound, but I ask you who better than we.
Yo, what do you do, guys? It is your boy, Leo Mookie here, back with you with another new part of What If Izuku Had a Gundam / Gunpla quirk. This is part 14, and honestly, I know the series isn't going to get me a lot of love, but I don't give a damn. I want to continue showing my love for Gundam's 45th anniversary, and this part is to represent that love and respect. So yeah, let's go that have a quick recap. In the last part, the UA Sports Festival's Gunpla Battle Royale is coming to its epic climax with only those remaining from that of Class 1L and Class 1M, with the occasion of that of Toru as well, with Izuku facing against one student from that of Class 1M named Hirohando and his Hellhound Gundam, a Gundam that was specifically made to take on all of Izuku's calculations and strategies, even if he had that of a new Gunpla, as it was a tough fight. However, Izuku was still able to edge out a win in the very end. Not only that, we also get to know one of the students from that of Class 1M, a battler by the name of whose last name is Tadakatsu, as he comes from that of a renowned Gunpla battle crew team, where victory is everything. Victory means everything, even if it means betraying allies and friends alike. But with some encouraging words from Jin, it seems like things are about to go to normal. However, Rei Shido destroys that of Tadakatsu's Gundam Mark II burst, and not only that, took down that of Suzuya as well. As the two pro battlers are about to go at it, another rivalry is about to begin between Izuku and Toru. So, with all that said, let's get into this, shall we, guys? As the crowd goes wild for the final remaining battlers of the Battle Royale, with Izuku versus Toru and her Elemental Gundam and his 00 Gundam Exia, and Jin facing against Rei with the Byleth Gundam facing against the 00 XN Riser Custom. As the battle between these four began, with then Izuku wielding that of his GN bayonets once again, rushing towards Toru and her Elemental Gundam, with then Toru basically flying up, using that of her Dragon Head beam rifle, firing at that of Izuku's 00 Exia, with the Exia dodging each and every one of the shots, rushing towards that of the Elemental Gundam, before it soon brings out that of its main weapon, being its Dragon Saber, within the two, as that of the large SNSD weapon clashes with that of the two GN weapons. Within soon, Izuku couldn't help but comment while also smiling at the same time, saying, "This is exactly what I've always been wanting to do for a long time now." Within soon Toru can help but say, "Oh, what's that?" Basically wanting to take vengeance after I kicked your butt during last year's nationals. Since it was our last year at that event as junior high students. With then Izuku saying, "Nah, you deserve that." What I wanted to do, with then getting out of the deadlock, with soon Izuku pulling out that of a GN missile launcher on the left side of on his left arm, with then saying to not hold anything back against you anymore. With then hearing that, Toru can up and say, "Wait, you've been holding back on me?" As the missiles fire, within Toru getting annoyed, slashing the missiles without even breaking a sweat, with one solitary slash, saying, "All this time you've been holding back on me so much?" Within Izuku can help but say, "Well, you've been holding back on me too. You never use your custom models when we battle until now." Within Toru saying, "Right, well, yeah. I mean, I was mainly saving them for the perfect opportunity to show off my best Gundams after all. And plus, wasting them on, and don't even get me wrong, fighting against you is amazing, especially now that I get the chance with the Elemental, but back in junior high, just using my SD straight builds were better than, well, what you see than now. And now that I'm at UA, why not the best chance to basically show what I'm truly capable of with one of my custom builds." Within, after saying that, bring down that or the massive sword as showing that Toru is serious. Within, soon, Izuku can help but say, "Fair enough, Toru. Fair enough." And same thing goes for me. I've always used custom models, but normally the ones that people know too well. And besides, taking on your Elemental Gundam is the perfect test to help me improve the Double Exia. Within, rushing towards Toru once more, as the two Gundams begin to clash once again, slash after slash, strike after strike, as they begin even moving so quickly that the GN particles coming off that of the Double Exia is moving so quick that it almost looks like that of a blur, alongside that of the Elemental Gundam, as it only looks like that of red and blue blur as well, as they continue to clash, with the crowd going wild for these two, seeing that these two truly have an amazing rivalry. Even those from Class 1A and Class 1B couldn't help but get excited. Well, except a few two people. Well, maybe only just one of them though. As this isn't just a battle between rivals, but also lovers at the same time, giving it everything they got, as that of true opponents against one another. However, back with Jin and Rei, the battle between these two continued to clash as well, as using all of the melee blades of the Double XN Riser, clashing with that of the demonic blades of the Byleth Gundam, as strike after strike, clash after clash, hoping to basically bring down that of either one, with Jin basically going with furious slashes and strikes from that of his massive gauntlet claws, with even using that of his blade tail as well to even get that of an opening. However, Rei piloting that of the Double XN Riser counters each and every one of the strikes, even soon GN transmogrifying as well, with then materializing right behind that of Jin. However, uses the Byleth Gundam's demonic wings to basically push back, as the wings aren't just for show or just for aesthetically pleasing, as they also damage that of their foes that get anywhere near or close to them. With Rei couldn't help but get that of annoy. But then soon, seeing the perfect opportunity, Jin tries to strike once more, within blocking the attack, as the two are now in a deadlock, pushing that of the Double XN Riser back. As continue basically pushing it back, Jin can help but say, "How can somebody like you be related to that of the Japan's national champion? You're so cold-hearted. You don't even care about being close to any of your classmates. You know that there's barely any of us in it." With then soon Rei saying, "So what? I don't give a damn. All of you are basically just standing in my way to becoming the greatest Gunpla battler in the world. Even the heroes are basically nothing but a damn nuisance. After saying that, many of the crowd couldn't help but feel a little bit worried of, well, Rei's words. Even Takashi, who was seeing his little brother fighting, couldn't help but say, "Oh no, Rei, don't open that wound." Within suit, Jin saying, "The hell are you talking about? The hero's job is to protect innocent people." Protect people? Protect people? Don't make me laugh! After saying that, bringing out that of his massive GN Buster Sword, and then slicing it down onto that of the Byleth Gundam. Within, it pierces right even through that of the gauntlet, that of his demonic gauntlet claws, as a chunk of the armor is basically pierced, with Jin completely caught off guard, trying to use that of his demonic tail to basically block the attack and get some distance. Within, not even allowing it, as the 00XN Riser continues to push on the offensive, with even putting Jin on that defensive as well. Continue to strike while also speaking at the same time, saying, "Heroes are supposed to protect people? Don't make me laugh. All heroes are nowadays nothing but greedy, fame-hungry, and self-entitled bastards. They don't give a damn about the public. All they give a damn is about themselves and their credibility. They're nothing but over-glorified celebrities playing dress-up." After saying that, he slams the blade once more, even chipping that of the demonic gauntlet claws of the Byleth, but then completely caught off guard. Within, realizing his main weapons are starting to chip away. Within, dodging out of the way once again. But soon, switching the claws into that of their rifle modes. Within, shooting that of multiple barrages of armor-piercing rounds into that of the 00Exia. Within the Exia, creating that of a massive GN field. A GN field so big that it protects it from even getting hit by the armor-piercing rounds, as the GN particle mixed in with that of the Plotsky particles completely destroy the rounds entirely, disintegrating them into nothingness. Jin couldn't help but grit his teeth in that of annoyance, but continued to ask, "You really think so lowly of heroes? Don't get me wrong. The heroes you speak of, there are some of them, hell, plenty of them as well. However, there are some of them that aren't, like the top 10 pros, for example." The top 10 pros? Don't even make me laugh. They're just as guilty. To me, pro heroes are nothing but people who only give a damn about themselves. They're supposed to be civil servants. Their duty is to protect the innocent. Sure, there's nothing wrong with getting paid, saving lives, and protecting people. Police, firemen, and first responders do it all the damn time. However, when they basically put their fame over their duty of protecting others, within soon, dispersing that of the GN field, bringing in that of 2 long GN blade swords, before switching them into that of a giant GN sniper rifle, within firing it at the Byleth Gundam, with then Jin protecting himself using what's left of his gauntlets to do so as it begins to tank it. However, looks like it's being pushed back. But soon, Rei continued saying, "All of the pros only care about their merchandise, how fame they're getting, how much they're ranking up in the top 10s. They never truly worry about the innocent. If they gave a damn about the innocent, my mother would still be alive." Within hearing that, Jin basically couldn't help but feel distracted for a bit, as the blast soon basically fully knocks the Byleth Gundam down into the ground. Within soon, the Byleth Gundam and that of one massive crater. Within, Jin couldn't help but grit his teeth even more in that of frustration, but also wanting to continue hearing this. As then, many people in the crowd couldn't help but whisper, with some thinking that Takashi is misplacing his hatred, with some even wondering what the hell happened to the kid. Hell, even realizing that he is the younger brother of Japan's national Gunpla champion and leader of its #1 team as well. They can't help but wonder what happened. with even a few pros, probably even a few older pros back in the day, like begin to recall a certain incident. Even President Mike and Aizawa begin to recollect. Even the same goes for Kozumi too. Within, Takashi couldn't help but recollect while also clenching on to the left to his right hand, to his right shoulder while crossing his arms, saying, "It was about 5 years ago. Bad enough that a week ago was her anniversary." Takashi was 11 years old back then, and I was 14, currently on that of a trip with my junior high Gunpla club. We were in that of a inner city tournament in Osaka at the time, and Ray was all the way back at home. Was at home. Mom planned on getting groceries, even though at the time a low-class villain has been causing nothing but has been doing nothing but muggings. Mom had nothing to worry about. She put a lot of trust into the heroes back then. She believed that she wouldn't get hurt. She believed that she would have been safe, that the heroes would have came in time to protect her and save her before anything got worse. Unfortunately, they didn't. Our mother was taken from us that night. They caught the criminal, however. It was basically a month later when he finally got to that of his 20th victim. Turns out the guy was so sneaky and stealthy that he basically fell under all the pros. None of the lower pros basically didn't even bother going after him. Thought that he was small time. Many of them only wanted to go after pros that would basically give them more clout, more fame in public, so the media would be around. Even then, honestly, that was my own fault. I was frustrated, angry, pissed that the hero's job was to protect all civilians, no matter if it brought them fame or not, and yet some of them just didn't care. Some of them wanted to reach the same level of fame as All Might, and that's it. But back then, I was too angry and pissed at the heroes to see that. And soon that anger bled into that of Ray. My angry rants, my hatred. My father, we had our dad. He was still there with us, but he was mourning too. But Ray took it the hardest. Since then, Ray spent his entire life despising and hating heroes. Even those who are part of the Gunpla community who respect and look up to heroes. Even heroes that also are Gunpla battlers as well. He can't stand them. Hell, even if he faces against somebody who is both a hero and a battler, he holds nothing back. He destroys them. Wrecks their Gunpla. We're lucky that GBV battles don't even destroy Gunplas in the process. If they did, who knows what would happen. Ray's carried on my hatred for all of Hero Society, where I was able to move on. And now that hatred even carries on in his Gunpla battles. He continues to let this cloud him. Then, soon, coming down onto that of the Byleth Gundam, bringing down one of the other half of his GN Buster sword. Stabbing it into that of the shoulder blade of the Gunpla, with Jean completely and utterly caught off guard with trying to remove that of the blade before. However, soon the other half was about to come down, saying, "I'm going to bring you down. I'm going to destroy that invisible chick, and then I'm going to destroy Midoriya. Heroes can't be battlers. Battlers can't be heroes. And the world of pro heroes has no place in the world of Gunpla." About to bring down the sword, soon busting out, he was soon knocked back. A few of the blades basically falling off of the 00 XN Riser. Catching that of the XN Riser back on its feet. Soon wondering who the hell. As then, both Jin and Ray were caught off guard, seeing the person that ended up helping Jin as being Higuri from Class 1M. As his Roadblock Gundam looks like it's on its last legs, as I said before in the last part, as it used its, particle beam launcher on its back to deal one last final blast. Soon, Higuri can up and say, "Yo, Jin, now we're even." Saying, "Higuri, With that, however, before Jin could say anything, two flying GN chakras basically fly straight for the roadblock Gundam, slicing up that not its last remaining back shield, the particle beam launcher, and also a horizontal slash on the upper right half of its head as well. With then the last member of Class 1M finally is brought down as well. With then soon Jin saying, "Hickory," what soon Ray can up and say, "Should have stayed out of it." He could have won if he just basically stayed out of his business. Within soon, a burst of crimson red energy begins to arise from that of the Byleth Gundam, standing back on its feet. Within, its bladed tail comes straight out. With soon, the eyes begin to go into that of a crimson red, as this is the Byleth Gundam's upgraded Aleavignana system, otherwise known as the Pandora system. Within soon, as it almost looks like that of an actual demon basically coming off behind that of the Byleth Gundam. Within soon, within Ray saying, "Getting serious, are we?" Within bringing out that of more GN blades. Within Ray saying, "Then give me a good time, Jin. Megami Jin." As then systems begin to change all that of a magenta red. "Let's go, Trans Am Riser!" Within, the same color begins to erupt around that of the XN Riser, with the two coming down with more fatal slashes and strikes at one another. GN blades clashing with that of reinforced armored claws. Blade tail against that of multiple other GN blades as well. As the clash between these prodigy Gunpla battlers continue to rage on, with the crowd continually going wild for the two of them as well. With Kozumi couldn't help but feel pride at both her students as well. However, she can't help but, feel sad for that of Ray, feeling this intense hatred and rage towards Hero Society and heroes in general. As his rage is somewhat justified, but also somewhat narrow-minded too. But it can't be helped as well. Aizawa is speaking up saying, "Your student, he has a lot of rage for Hero Society. I think it's better we try and nip this in the bud before it gets worse." Within, Kozumi not bringing down that of her mic, not wanting to speak this out to the crowd, as looking at that of the bandaged up pro, saying, "Aizawa, not everything is seen logically like how you see it. This is a kid that's basically lost everything to him. His mother, and the heroes failed to save them. Now I understand the reason why he's so angry and pissed at the heroes. He lost somebody basically precious to him. And not only that, there are many other people that are lost precious to them to the same villain as well. The same villain that was under the radar for so long. If a top 10 pro took care of him, it would have been easily. Hell, even a top 20 pro could have handled it as well. But instead, only those who were basically only want to seek fame and fortune and rank up in the rankings didn't even bother because they wanted to show off what they're capable of to the media, to the public, and to the commission. To him, Hero Society failed him. And in the most part, there's dozens, nay, hundreds of people like Rei Shido who despise the current Hero Society and prefer to go back to the way it used to be, when commercialization and seeking fame and being money hungry was basically non-existent, but protecting the innocent and saving lives, what truly mattered. It's a shame that anger and hatred transferred over to that of his Gunpla battle style. Every strike and movement he makes, it's almost filled with sadness, loneliness, pain, and frustration, and all of it's going to afflict on his opponent. That's not great sportsmanship when it comes to Gunpla battles. It's just a victim taking his frustrations out on innocent people. have done nothing to him are those who actually want to help him. The best thing you could do is either sympathize or help him adjust to it. Right now, this battle is a symbol of a boy who just wants somebody to help him. After saying her piece, she brings up her mic once again, planning on giving out commentary if she can, with Mike basically having food for thought from now, with then continuing looking at the match too. Back with Izuku and Toru, their fight continues to go on just as much, as Izuku switching now to that of his Mega Beam Launcher, GN custom made, as he fires that of a powerful blast towards that of the SD model. However, it basically circles around that of the golden pinkish beam, with then about to pierce down onto that of the double O Exia, with then bringing out that of a smaller GN bayonet and blocking the attack without even breaking a sweat, before bringing out that of his GN Buster Sword, the Ascalon, with soon also slicing down, with then having that of both short blade and long blade in hand, as beginning to clash multiple times, mainly using that of the Ascalon as a main attack while using that of the GN bayonet blade as that of defense, with Toru being pushed back quite a bit, but still holding her own. Is then Izuku saying, "This is what I'm truly capable of, Toru. I hope you know now. I don't hold anything back." As he throws that of the bayonet blade, with then Toru basically knocking it out of the way with that of her massive blade. However, leaves an opening for that of Izuku. With then he's saying, "It's over!" With then Toru saying, "No, I won't lose. Not yet. Not yet!" With then soon, the Pulaski particles begin to, synchronize with that of Toru. Without realizing it, her Gunpla actually begins to fade from that of the screen, and even in the battle itself as well. Within Izuku noticing it, saying, "What the? Is that Mirage Colloid phase field?" Within Sue realizing Izuku's slacking up on the attack, while also his confusion as well. Within she taking the perfect opportunity and slices that of Izuku's right arm, with cutting off that of the Ascalon from his hands, and as it falls to the ground, with Izuku basically backing off. Within wondering, what the hell was that? Where did she go? Looking around for Toru as much as he can. Within Toru saying, "What's the matter, Izuku? Can't find me?" Saying, "How the hell are you doing this, Toru? I didn't think that you had that of that you had that of a matter jammer, like that of the Gundam Death Sipe, or even that of a Mirage Colloid, like that of the Blitz, or that of the Gold Frame Astray." Within Toru saying, "I don't actually." Within realizing, "Wait, what? I told you I don't. I never really installed it. I never had the chance to, and plus it would be too much. So, but you can't see me. I don't know the reason why." Within soon noticing Toru's look as she's in her cockpit. Within realizing, "Wait, Toru, is that you?" Within saying, "Yeah. Why wouldn't it be?" Within saying, "Because I'm looking straight at you, and I mean really looking at you. I can see you having your hair as well, and you have really bushy eyelashes." Within blinking multiple times, before no longer really in the mood of the battle, she also can see her hands and her arms, and then soon switching that of the screen over, seeing that of her face, before it looks like it's about to fade away, before saying, "This is what I really look like after all these years? Oh my god." With then soon, without realizing it, her skin begins to become intangible once again, And the same thing, however, her Gunpla begins to turn untangible as it looks the exact same as before. But then Izuku saying, what just happened? With then everybody's kind of confused, even that of the heroes. Before then, President Mike saying, what just happened? With then soon Kozumi saying, so she's that gifted to do such a thing. Never really thought it would be so soon. With then Aizawa saying, you know about this? But then Amuro speaking up saying, I can explain. This is a phenomenon that lately a lot of Gunpla battlers have been experiencing. It's called synchronization. After hearing the explanation from that of the homeroom teacher of Class 1M, saying synchronization basically allows a Gunpla battler with a quirk to basically sync their quirk to their Gunpla. It connects them. It connects both the Gunpla and the battler as one, channeling their quirk through their Gunpla, allowing it to use it in battle. There's been regulations about it lately. Originally, about that 10 years ago, it was illegal to use your quirk in that of a Gunpla battle. But as over time, people who have that of a true potential and the true gift to use synchronization in a Gunpla battle, to become one with their Gunpla to the point that their quirk becomes an extension of their Gunpla as well. There's been rules to allow it. However, the rules stating that a Gunpla battler can use that of a synchronization quirk move only that of 3 times. After that, they can no longer do so. Most of the time, synchronizations happen in that of the heat of the moment, but there are some pros, such as that of our legendary national Gunpla champion, such as Takashi Shido, is also able to use his quirk in Gunpla battles as well. Within hearing that, Izuku saying, wait, is that the reason he was able to beat me last year? Within, Toru actually came up a giggle saying, now, no need to make excuses about you losing to one of the best Gunpla battlers in Japan currently. Izuku couldn't help but narrow his eyes at his girlfriend. Within, soon, Izuku saying, even so, you're amazing, Toru. To have that of synchronization with your Gunpla, it truly means on how gifted you and skilled you truly are. Within, Toru couldn't help but blush, even though she could as Izuku could no longer see her face. Within saying, aw, you're too much, Izu. Still gonna kick your ass though, even if I can't do it at will. Within, Izuku couldn't help but say, I like to see you try. Before he says that, within, something begins to materialize over that of his right hand, as then it almost looks like that of small horrors begin to repair that of his Gunpla. Within, Toru's eyes widening, saying, wait, what? Within, Izuku saying, I added that of a first aid recovery function to that of the double Exia. Basically, small repair droids that look like horrors that are able to repair my Gunpla. Basically, using that of plastic models, repair kits, and glue, and a bit of spare parts as well. It's really hard controlling them and my Gunpla at the same time. So, within bringing out that of his GN Buster Rifle, saying, I'm gonna need you to get some distance from me. No hard feelings. With firing that blast, within, Toru basically dodges each and every one of the shots, while at the same time, his right arm begins to be repaired, fully repaired. Within, going back down, grabbing that of the Ascalon, and then rushing towards Toru. Within, and out of a split second saying, let's go, double Axia, Trans Am Infinity! As then the same glow of the Trans Am, like that of the Trans Am Riser, Trans Am Infinity also begins to glow that of magenta red. However, this time, the wings of destiny, the GN wings of destiny begin to emerge from that of the GN drives and flap in the air, increasing the speed of the double Exia. Within, and out of a split second, Toru saying, I just need to wait. Perfect opportunity to deal one final blow. Within, the same also goes with that of Izuku, trying to increase his speed before dealing the final blow on that of the Elemental Gundam as well. As the same, however, at the exact same time, both that of the Byleth Gundam and the Double O XN Riser also get out of that of a deadlock. Within, Jin saying, "I'm taking you down, Shado! I like to see you try, Jin!" As the two also preparing for their final strike. Within, deep demonic energy-like claws begin to wrap around that of the gauntlets. Within, they begin to become so big that they look like they could swallow any kind of gunpla that get grabbed by them. However, combining both GN glaive blades into that of the GN Buster Sword, before channeling a huge amount of GN particles into the blade, making it larger. Within, Jin screams out, "It's over!" Before Rei screams, "For you!" As the two are about to clash, claws against blade. As soon as they do, a huge burst of red energy and that of GN and pink GN energy clashes in the air. However, for that of Izuku and Toru, but then Toru waiting for the perfect opportunity, as it looks like time is about to slow down, with Toru about to make contact with with that of the Double O Exia towards that of the torso of the Exia. In a split second, Izuku dodged out of the way, doing that of an aileron roll, before then bringing down bringing up that of the Ascalon, in between that of the legs of the Elemental Gundam, as it soon cuts it in half and blinding speeds. With being so fast, both Toru and the Elemental Gundam didn't have time to react. With even Izuku felt that he moved way too fast, and his reaction speed was way too quick even for himself, as it almost felt like he just did it on pure, utter instinct. Within soon, as Toru was about to attack again, however, the Elemental Gundam finally was split into two, dropping both the sword and begins to fall to the ground as well, before the two halves explode. Within, Izuku couldn't help but feel like his heart is racing quite fast, wondering, what just happened? No, seriously, what the hell just happened? The way I reacted, the way I moved, it's almost like... Within, he begins having flashes about when he used his quirk on his Gunpla, as becoming his Gunpla, saying, "No way in hell, did I just..." Within, soon seeing the blast in the distance, realizing, "Oh no, Rei! Sorry, Toru, but it looks like I won. I'll make it up to you with dinner after the sports festival is over. Promise." After that, he soon flies off in the distance. Within, Toru couldn't help but pout, but then saying, "You better." Getting closer and closer to that of Jin and Rei's battle. Within, seeing the carnage. As you would think, the person in the air would have been Jin, as it would be the final battle between that of two rivals and friends, finally coming ahead in that of the sports festival. Unfortunately, you would be dead wrong, as even though damaged, badly bruised and injured as well, the Double O XN Riser still flies in the air, light blue GN particles and all. However, as for the Byleth Gundam, it's basically nothing but scrap, as it's all the way from its right shoulder to that of its left leg. It's been cut entirely in half. With then saying, "Jin and the Byleth, no way." Within soon, Rei can help but say, "Izuku Midoriya, I can finally have my promise. Can finally fulfill my declaration of war towards you." Within, pulling out that of the GN Buster Blade towards that of Izuku, saying, "Now, fight me, so-called hero." Within, Also materializing out of his GN bayonet blades as well, getting ready to fight, saying, "You and me, right here and now. Bring it on! Rational!" With then both GN Gunplas from the Double O Gundam series begin to clash. And that's it. Thank you guys for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Please tell me what you guys think in the comments below. Let's read them. So, how did you guys like this part? The Battle Royale is finally coming to a climax at with the next part. And yeah, expect the next part probably coming out in the coming of weeks or possibly next month. For my love of Gunpla and Gundam as a whole, nothing's gonna stop me. Just you watch, guys. At any rate, if you guys like this, please like, comment, and subscribe. Hit that bell notification, keep to date my videos and upload to the channel. Also, please check out my Discord, gaming channel, side channel, other channel, Patreon, and Cash App. All linked in the description below. So, with all that said, this is Leon Mookie, signing out. Later, guys, and hope you all take care. Take it away, Shiro.
Hi everyone, this is White Fox. If you liked Leon's video, click the video on the left to see the most recent one. And if you want to see more of this, click the subscribe button and notification bell and check out his playlists. If you still haven't subscribed, do so in the center. With that said, I hope to see you again on my love's channel. Bye!